Hi, how's it going everyone? It's Penguin. It's been a year and a few months so far since I started learning English by myself, and I'm so glad that I studied English. Now I can communicate with a lot of people. Though I had a really hard time at first, but I've never touched upon the topic about learning languages on YouTube. I kind of wanted to talk about it. Well, recently, one of my friends who I met in Canada came to Tokyo to study Japanese, and I just thought of some things about learning Japanese when I talked to him. So today, I'm gonna talk about learning Japanese. Japanese is often considered difficult to learn. Yes, I agree with this. We have three different types of characters: Hiragana, Katakana, Kanji, which is so much work. We've gone through a long process learning those stuff under Japanese education. I never think that was easy. Even I still have a little hardship about kanji. Well, I can read kanji, but I sometimes can't write kanji properly. And I also sometimes find my professors make mistakes on their blackboards. So your image that Japanese is difficult to learn is right. It is definitely hard. But only focusing on speaking, I don't think it's that hard. Learning Japanese is pretty tough, but it depends on your purpose. I'm sure people who want to learn Japanese have usually been influenced by anime. Like if they understand Japanese, anime will be much more fun, absolutely. Well, in this case, you don't really have to study reading and writing stuff. I think you should just practice speaking, and through practice of speaking, you'll be able to understand anime. Speaking Japanese is not very difficult, I think. You're gonna get better soon once you get to it. Because we only have a small number of types of sounds in Japanese. The vowels are just 5. A, I, U, E, O. Just 5. On the contrary, English and maybe other languages have lots of different types of sounds, which is kind of impossible for us to distinguish. And they often link words in sentences. The biggest difference is that you don't really read a word the way it's written in English. In Japanese, we pronounce words the way they are written. For example, a of a, I, U, E, O. It's pronounced a all the time. Like arigatou, asobou, okaasan. But a of English alphabet can be pronounced differently depending on the words. For example, make, man, what else? Talk to someone. Or how about T? Like listen. Where's T? You don't pronounce T in this word. Well, nothing like this happens in Japanese. And we usually evenly pronounce each letters. Like arigatou, arigatou. Nothing will be gone. That's the reason most Japanese have problems for their listening skills of English. And our ears are not accustomed with such many types of sounds. So if you understand English well, you should be able to understand Japanese soon. Your ears are so much superior to ours. You can distinguish a lot of different sounds. Some of you guys might be wondering if it's really possible to speak without academic practice. Well, I have a friend who can speak pretty fluent Japanese, but can't read Katakana and Kanji. She has never taken any Japanese classes. She just likes to watch anime. So I think it is possible to some extent. Anyways, first of all, make your purpose clear if you'd like to learn Japanese. If it's like being able to understand anime more, make Japanese friends, enjoy travel in Japan, and maybe hook up Japanese girls, just practice hiragana and sounds first. And after that, practice speaking. Of course, you'll have to learn a little bit of grammar, but don't worry too much about grammar. Japanese grammar is a little complicated, but you don't need to be perfect on that. It is so flexible enough that you don't really have to care about. For example, 私は昨日彼と夕飯を食べた which means I had dinner with him yesterday. We don't always put subjects during conversations, so 昨日彼と夕飯を食べた is probably normal. But we can put these words randomly, but it still makes sense. For example, 彼と昨日夕飯を食べた。夕飯を食べた彼と昨日。彼と夕飯を食べた昨日。昨日夕飯を食べた彼と。Some of those sound a bit strange, but we understand. All those mean the same. But in English, it usually doesn't work. Like, my dad called my mom. My mom called my dad. They're totally different. So, don't be afraid of grammar. But if you intend to work in Japan or live in Japan, I guess you need to learn Katakana and some basic kanjis and formal phrases called keigo. But just practice in a fun way at first. Like, when I couldn't speak English, I never enjoyed learning English. But as I started to be able to communicate with people, I enjoyed it a lot more. So please go easy if you're thinking about studying Japanese. Well, you know what? Japanese really appreciate foreigners speaking Japanese anyway. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. I talked a lot today, but all I wanted to say is watch anime more. Before you leave, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you have some questions, leave a comment down below. Then I'll see you in the next one. Bye.